Okay, so let's talk about Satanic Hispanics. This is a film we actually got the chance to check out during Fantastic Fest, which of course we went to 2 weeks ago, so we still got a ton of stuff to talk about from Fantastic Fest. And this is one of the films that I was very much so excited about when I first heard about it because it sounded very interesting. It was an anthology film, just as like VHS. And recently, last year, we saw VHS 94, which got me back into these anthology films. I was a big fan of the first VHS when it came out, and then after that, I did not pay attention to anything that came out. Recently, we found them again during everything that happened back in 2020, and yeah, we were just watching a bunch of movies back then. And so I was excited when I heard they were making an anthology film, but even more excited that they were making a Hispanic anthology film. Myself being Mexican, I was excited to see what these stories would be about. And so when we finally got this movie, I was very much so excited to check it out. So how many times have I said excited? So many times today. So this movie basically has an overall story that connects all of these little movies together because you have a couple of directors in here doing their own short and then a full movie that pretty much puts them all together, like I said. And that's how usually anthology films work, even the VHS movies as well. And let me tell you, this is a very fun movie to watch because there is so much difference in between each short that it very much so could be its own thing, like I said. And although the stories do connect to each other, they do feel like they could make their own movie as well from them. Now, what I really did enjoy about it even more was the sort of like imprint that there was with all of the different cultures as well, because they are all Hispanic, but they all come from different cultures as well, the directors, and so they have their own little like essence and feel to their own shorts that really go back, I feel, to their roots, and I really did enjoy seeing that placed throughout this movie. So I really did dig them overall. My favorite one was the first short that was presented here, and I don't want to give spoilers for anything, but I really love that one a lot because I feel like that one could really be its own thing. Not that all of them can't be their own thing, but one that I would want to see, like if they told me which one of these right now do we make a feature, it's that first one, which I thought was incredibly done. It really had me at a point jumping because it was very not just in a way where you have these like jump scares or all of that. It was just something that was horrific. And that's one thing about the movie. If you're squeamish and all of that, there are moments in this movie that can be very gruesome, so just a fair warning for you on that. But overall, I thought that it was done very well, and I think that all of these shorts, like I said, are good. My only critique that I do have here is that I didn't like the order they were placed in because I feel like some of them end on a very heavy, dark note, and then you get into some that just start off like, what is going on? You know, like it didn't have that much of a flow, and I felt like stronger ones should have been more towards the end of the film itself and really would have had more of a balance, especially when you go from one that's very dark to one that just starts off very different from the other one. So that's my only critique about it. I really did enjoy the overall story, though, how it connected as well. That everybody involved in this did a really good job as well at really giving this a great feel and look to it, where it sort of felt like this grindhouse movie as well at the same time that you would see, and also giving you some new perspectives and all of that. Like I said, this all comes from Hispanic directors, and I think that that is great to see, especially these new voices in horror that we could probably be keeping an eye out in the future, because I think all of these directors do have a great eye. I thought visually it was stunning and beautiful. There were some parts in the story in itself where I was a little bit like confused as to what was going on, but direction and all of that I thought were great, the acting as well, and overall this is a fun movie to watch, like I said, and I think you should definitely check this out whenever you have a chance. This would be something good to check out with friends or anybody who loves horror as much as you do. There is a lot of different perspectives that are being shown that I don't think really do get shown that much. Like I said, every director in here did a great job at making the short their own and really having it stand out from the overall story. You know, that's a big thing with these anthology films, is you don't want them to all sort of feel like the same thing, but at the same time you don't want them to feel so out of place from the other ones when they're all trying to be connected, that they're just like the sore thumb or whatever you want to call it. So I think that they did a good job at making each thing their own, but at the same time having each one of these stories go back to this larger story that we're being told as well. And another person that I was excited to see in here was Beaufort Pedro in here. I'm excited that he's getting more roles and all of that, and hope to see him in some more stuff in the future. But overall, this was definitely a must see for me, and I was excited for this. So anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions if you've seen Satanic Hispanics or not in the comments down below. We will be talking more about this on our podcast. I probably will upload that tomorrow. Okay, so my camera cut off and all of that, but I do just want to go ahead and say I think that Alejandro Burgues, Mike Mendez, Demian Rugna, Gigi Salguerrero, Eduardo Sanchez, and Demian Rugna really did an amazing job in this shorts and this whole story, anthology horror film. I really do want to see more of these directors doing what they did here and just giving us some great horror, which I think just was amazing to see. So very excited for the future that these creative individuals have coming, and I can't wait to see in years to come what they are going to create, because I think that they are definitely some of the brighter and stronger voices that we definitely need to have in the horror space. And especially as somebody, like I said, as a Latino coming from a Mexican like heritage and all of that, I love seeing these things being brought forth. So very excited for that. So cannot wait to see what they have coming for us next. So stay tuned for that. We'll talk more about it in my favorite short. I don't want to give too many spoilers here, so I'm not going to go too much into detail about it. But this is definitely one to check out. I don't know where it's going to be streaming or if it'll be in theaters or not, but I'm pretty sure we're going to hear something pretty soon. I think it's playing at Beyond Fest right now, so maybe after that we'll probably hear some more about it, whoever picks it up or not. I could definitely see this going to Shudder or something, but we'll see. I don't know. So anyways, as always, that is going to do it for me. Like I said, thoughts and opinions down below. Make sure you also follow us on our website, culturallictor.com. We post some more stuff there, as well as Twitter and TikTok, Instagram, all of that. All of those provided down below if you want to go follow us over there as well. But as always, that is going to do it for us. We do have some more reviews and also videos from Fantastic Fest as well as Hollywood Horror Nights. We will be uploading another review for another movie we watched at Fantastic Fest today, which is Unidentified Objects. So don't miss out that video either as well. And while you wait for that, you can check out our interview with the director of that movie, Juan Felipe Zuleta, which is going to be on our channel. And we will be doing some more stuff surrounding Fantastic Fest pretty soon, giving you my ranking and all of that as well. But as always, that is going to do it for me. Like I said, hit that subscribe button down below, hit that notification bell. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. Let's get to it. And as always, I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.